I'll have a little bit more.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Billy Connolly sitting in with us today, doing a great job. And we got the gang from the War Tapes.
Yeah, we watched this last night. It's great. It's amazing. It's the war in Iraq, soldiers, and it's filmed by them. They have the cameras. They take them out on missions, and just shocking some of this stuff, man. I was riveted.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw the movie last night as well. We got the director in. You're the director, right? We don't see you on camera at all.
No, you hear my voice ask 4 questions.
Yeah. And what's your name?
Deborah Scranton.
I'm so sexist, I assumed a guy directed it, so when I hear a woman direct it, I'm like, really? It's a war film. I'm all stunned and sexistly shocked.
And it's my second war film, too.
You know what I noticed?
Really?
Now we're all serious. Yes. We were just all laughing.
Oh, come on. There's so much humor in the film.
There really is.
I mean, let's talk.
There really is. And Billy Connolly's telling his best joke. I almost spoiled it by saying what kind of joke it was. He might redo it. Who knows?
I do it later.
We were laughing our asses off. Then we get back in the air. Yes, it's a war film. And,
and we got Sergeant Pink on the phone.
Yeah, Sergeant Pink. Stephen Pink.
How's it going, guys?
Pink.
From the War Tapes. I'm sure you've been listening to us. Yeah, we saw the movie last night. And also in studio,
Zach Bozzi.
Zach Bozzi.
What's up, guys?
I don't even know how to start. I loved Pink's writings.
Yeah.
By the way, did you pick these guys?
No, they self-selected.
They self-selected?
Yeah.
Because I was wondering how you wind up getting a guy that can also convey in writing what he's going through so well.
Well, so many soldiers kept diaries, and
yeah, but some of them must have been, hey, I killed this motherfucker today. You know, he's laughing a little too hard. It was poetic. I mean, the soldiers are laughing a little too hard.
He does have a sweet side to him.
Steven, it was like almost poetic in the way he could describe carnage.
Yeah,
you know.
I know those images, like a safety clip mitten hanging.
Yeah,
Today's the first day I shook a man's.
Yeah, I don't know why there's all the references to food. I don't know what I was thinking, but it made tons of references to food about carnage.
The hamburger and pot roast reference as to what a severed arm looks like, where it was severed, pieces of human meat, what it looks more like, hamburger or pot roast, and they would have these discussions about this as they're on patrol, and to us it's like, oh my God, how do you do this? But it's part of the movie is realizing you'll never, no matter how many of these you watch, no matter how many people you talk to, you'll never understand what these guys went through and what they each can understand of each other that we will never understand.
Yeah. Deborah, set up the film for everybody, because we were talking about it earlier, but we probably have a lot of people listening for the first time today.
Okay. Well, 2.5 years ago, based on an earlier film, I got a phone call with an offer to embed as a filmmaker from the New Hampshire National Guard. And that night when I went to sleep, literally, I woke up in the middle of the night with this idea of what if I gave them the cameras and directed through instant message, because I was really intrigued about trying to get into the authenticity of the experience.
No, you were trying to save your ass. All right, from your house. Guys, I need you to get closer to
I am
the action. Yeah, anyone else can pick up on that? Through I am. I figured this would be a great way to direct them. Did you?
Get the Steadicam send.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And can you mount it over here, right? Zach could probably say all the different
guys, you're not close enough to the
hold the camera up higher during the firefight. LOL.
BRB. Exactly.
ROFL. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, Deborah.
No worries.
We're just asses. You'll find that out fast about us.
Hey, I can roll with the guys, no problem. So, so like 10 days later, went down to Fort Dix to Zach's company. They were training, Charlie Company 3rd of the 172nd Mountain Infantry, and hopped out in front of 180 guys and told them of my vision. And 10 in the end stepped forward and said that they would try this and do this. And what I promised them was that we would tell their story through their eyes, wherever it took us, no matter what. Mm-hmm. Because I really wanted to get, like you said, we can never know if have not gone ourselves, but I wanted to we wanted to do the best we could to get as close inside, to feel it, to see it, to smell it, to the metallic taste in the back of your mouth when, a 50 cal's unloading on top of you.
Did you have any worries about them actually remembering to videotape during action? I mean, the last thing I'd be thinking of when you're being fired on or when a roadside bomb goes off is, hey, let me get my camcorder.
Well, they were so ingenious, and Sergeant Pink was one of the masters, along with Specialist Mike Moriarty, as far as coming up with different mounts. The two most popular mounts were on the dashboard of the Humvee and then on the gun turret, and then we had 2 POV cameras that they could put on their Kevlar. But, Steve, why don't you tell, since you're the one that came up with it, Mr. Zip Tie.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't call it, engineering by any part. Some zip ties, some clamps, and some screws, and really, now you got the camera there, and it's hands-free, and you don't have to worry about it, because, of course, our captain was pretty pissed to, find out if we had, which we really didn't, pick up the camera instead of the rifle. Obviously,
right.
You're not going to worry about the camera, and there were plenty of times where we just didn't have time to grab the camera, and unfortunately, some of the best footage it never made it to tape because the camera was always secondary to what we had to do.
Of course, yeah, trying to save your own ass.
But we did. I mean, we were able to get some stuff in a fair amount of of footage. And
I'll tell you, there were a lot of segments that when I'm watching war footage from Iraq, you don't really see a lot. You see a lot of action, a lot of gunfire, but it's very confusing. You don't really know, and I guess that's how it is when you're there. Who are you shooting at? Who just shot at you? This is blowing up. I don't know where it's coming from. You're yelling at somebody. There's, somebody's supposed to be looking at something, but they can't see. Yeah. It's all very confusing. But there was that one segment where it's like, oh my God, there they are. You see the insurgents running, and you guys chew them apart. They get chewed apart.
Yeah, that was another squad from our platoon. Brandon Wilkins was able to get that footage, But yeah, that was a pretty rare occurrence.
You don't see that.
Yeah, no, you really don't. And actually seeing the guy, run away after he just shot at you and made a big mistake by doing that.
Oh, he certainly did.
As you can see.
Mm-hmm. Very graphic as far as take the legs out. Is that what you're supposed to do? Because that guy, wow.
Yeah, that guy got mowed with a 50 cal.
Oh.
Yeah, he certainly
That's hamburger,
did.
too.
Yeah, hamburger.
That's hamburger, by the way, yeah.
Yeah, they showed some still pictures, and I guess there was a little bit of controversy about the voiceover that was going on during the videotaping.
I wasn't there for that firefight.
Right.
My squad came on, right after it happened, and they evac'd everybody, and we had to finish clearing the buildings and just keep an eye on the bodies until the, until the toe taggers showed up to take them out of there. And I did get some footage there that was deemed inappropriate, and it probably was, just with my commentary on filming the bodies,
Yeah, and it really seemed that you really, didn't care about who you're killing over there. At that point.
Well, I wouldn't say we don't care about who we're killing because, as you see, a civilian dies.
Well, no, I don't mean that way. Like, that was obviously an accident when that woman got hit by the Humvee.
Yeah, she ran right in front of you guys. And you guys were going like 50 miles an hour or something?
Yeah, that was...
and then you found out she had baked goods or something?
She was carrying cookies.
Cookies? Oh.
And they thought of their mother. It was Mike Moriarty's squad.
Moriarty, right. But one of the interesting scenes for me was the poop truck. That was you, right?
Yeah,
dude,
I'm a lucky guy.
You made me laugh pretty hard because we discussed the poop truck this morning, where they have all these commercials on TV for the Army, and the Godsmack music is playing. Or
the Navy,
or the Navy, what have you.
The Marines always fight dragons. I've never seen them fight an insurgent. And then 3 deployments, Bosnia, Kosovo, and Iraq. I've yet to fight a dragon.
The dragons.
Every time I see a Marine commercial, he's going at it with a fire-breathing dragon.
Fighting with a sword.
Without body armor either. I'd go with a 50 cal. If Godzilla came my way, but that's just me.
But the point, you're on the side of the road as you're guarding a poop truck. You want to talk about that a little bit? And then you're basically saying this should be included in the commercials.
Commercial. Yeah, I was. My platoon was down at Abu Ghraib for the month because we were supporting the Marines in the vicinity of Fallujah for their operations, and we're the MPs, so we're being military police capacity, so we're around the town, and we're doing 12 on, 12 off for shifts, pretty long stuff, and every few days you get a day off, and on my day off I was lucky enough to have to escort the poop truck, and the person in charge of the poop truck operation was a civilian from Texas, and he sat us down. There's 3 Humvees, and it was his Normandy landing. This guy took his shit seriously.
My God.